Well, hello, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Stephen. So, this week's blog is entitled Carolyn. Now, many of you are well aware that Sandy and I have two beautiful daughters. Our oldest daughter, Carolyn, currently lives in the United Kingdom, in London specifically. Our younger daughter, Cheney, as many of you are aware, recently graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point. Carolyn had gone to the University of Oregon. She had gone through what's called a B-Arc program. So she effectively was able to earn an architectural degree that would allow her to sit for licensing, however you would articulate that, by going to a school that's specifically accredited. Now, she was able to actually do a 5-year program in 4 years because of all of the AP classes that she had taken in high school. Ultimately, she ended up got hired by a firm in Los Angeles, ended up going to another firm in Sydney, Australia, was living there for a while when the toilet paper wars broke out, and her partner ended up moving to London. He is from the United Kingdom, and the British government would recognize their domestic relationship, whereas the United States government would not. And that's a whole other blog. But it was easier for them to be able to get into London. Alan, her partner, was actually given a promotion and put into the London office. So London became their primary residence. Education has always been a foundational part of our family's life. My parents were both educators. Sandy is, by definition, an educator. And for those of you who have ever attended one of my courses, you know that I'm a frustrated history professor. So education, like I said, is very, very critically important. Carolyn recently was made aware that she had been accepted into the master's program at Brunel University in London. She is going to be pursuing what ultimately looks like it's going to be a doctorate degree in psychology. So she's transitioning from architecture into psychology. She specifically wants to go into clinical therapy to help people deal with some of the emotional traumas. Right now, it looks like she's going to be moving in towards grief counseling. I could not be prouder of this kid. I mentioned this in the blog. When she was a very, very little girl, we were having a conversation while we were on a hike, and I had said to her, Carolyn, everything can be taken away from you except your education. What you have internally becomes part of you that can never be taken by anyone else. And she has embraced that mentality. So anyways, her journey is about to begin at the graduate level. We cannot be prouder parents of her. She will be matriculating at Brunel in the fall, and we will be fascinated to watch as she continues on her academic experience. So I do encourage you to read the blog and indulge me in my proud dad moment. As always, train constantly, train consistently, train repetitively, and train with purpose. Above all else, stay safe.